When working in any type of industry, there are many red flags to be aware of, and a kickback is one of them. But what exactly is a kickback? And why is it something to look out for? In today's video, we will be taking a look at what is a kickback, why someone would accept a kickback, and the consequences of receiving a kickback. Hello, and welcome to another KYC Lookup video, where we bring you AML related content to help you enhance your knowledge in the fight against money laundering. Before diving into today's video, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. Oh, and don't forget to leave us a comment with any suggested topics you would like us to cover in the future. So, on to today's video. What is a kickback? A kickback is a form of bribery in which someone in a position of power or influence receives something of value in exchange for favourable treatment. This could include cash, gifts, or other benefits, and can happen in a variety of settings, from government contracts to corporate relationships. For example, in the realm of government contracting, a kickback might occur when a company offers a government official a bribe in exchange for being awarded a lucrative contract. Similarly, in the corporate world, a kickback could take the form of an executive receiving gifts or other benefits from a vendor in exchange for awarding the vendor a contract. Why would someone accept a kickback? People may accept kickbacks for a variety of reasons. One common motivation is financial gain. The person may feel that the bribe is worth the risk of getting caught and the potential consequences. They may also see it as a way of supplementing their income, particularly if they are in a position with relatively low pay. In some cases, people may accept kickbacks as a form of reciprocity or social exchange. They may feel that they are doing a favour for the person offering the bribe and expect that the favour will be returned in the future. Other times, people may accept kickbacks due to coercion or threats. They may fear that if they do not accept the bribe, they will lose their job or face other negative consequences. Finally, some people may accept kickbacks simply because they do not see it as a problem, or they do not believe that they will get caught. They may not fully understand the ethical or legal implications of accepting bribes, or may rationalise their behaviour as a necessary part of doing business. It is important to note that accepting kickbacks is illegal and can have serious consequences. Even if someone believes that they have valid reasons for accepting a bribe, they should resist the temptation and report any attempts at bribery to the appropriate authorities. An example of a kickback. There have been many famous people who have been caught accepting kickbacks over the years. Here are a few notable examples. Jack Abramoff. Abramoff was a lobbyist who was involved in a massive corruption scandal in the early 2000s. He was found guilty of conspiracy, fraud, and tax evasion, among other charges, for his role in offering bribes to public officials in exchange for favourable treatment. Kwame Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick was the former mayor of Detroit, who was found guilty of numerous charges, including accepting kickbacks in exchange for steering contracts to certain contractors. FIFA officials. Several officials from the International Federation of Association Football, FIFA, were indicted in 2015 for accepting kickbacks in connection for the awarding of World Cup hosting rights. In 2019, Wells Fargo agreed to pay $3 billion to settle criminal and civil charges relating to its sales practices, including the bank's employees receiving kickbacks for opening new accounts without customers' knowledge or consent. These are just a few examples of high-profile individuals or institutions who have been caught accepting kickbacks. It is worth noting that kickbacks can occur in any industry or sector, and individuals at all levels of organisation can be involved in this type of corruption. Consequences of receiving a kickback. The consequences of kickbacks can be severe, both for the person accepting the bribe and the person offering it. In many cases, kickbacks violate anti-corruption laws and can result in criminal charges, fines, and even imprisonment. Additionally, kickbacks can damage the reputation of the parties involved, as well as the organisation or institution they represent. Other consequences could be legal action. Receiving a kickback is illegal, and those found guilty can face criminal charges, fines, and imprisonment. In addition, companies may face regulatory enforcement actions or lawsuits, which can result in significant financial penalties. Loss of licence. Individuals who are found guilty of accepting kickbacks may face disciplinary action, including suspension or revocation of their professional licence. This can limit their ability to work in the industry and damage their professional reputation. Damage to reputation. Accepting a kickback can damage an individual or company's reputation, leading to a loss of trust and credibility with customers, clients, and business partners. This can have long-term consequences for the individual or company's ability to attract and retain business. Civil liability. Accepting a kickback can also lead to civil liability, as third parties may sue for damages resulting from the illegal activity. This can result in significant financial costs and further damage to the individual or company's reputation. An impact on career prospects. Individuals who have been found guilty of accepting kickbacks may find it challenging to secure future employment opportunities, particularly in the finance industry, where ethical standards are critical. How to detect a kickback. While kickbacks can be difficult to detect, there are a number of measures that organisations can take to minimise the risk of this type of corruption. This might include implementing strict ethical standards, conducting regular audits and reviews, establishing clear policies around gifts and other types of business relationships. Look for unusual payment patterns or discrepancies in financial records, such as payments that are significantly higher than market rates or payments to unfamiliar vendors. Be alert for situations where a vendor or service provider seems to be receiving preferential treatment or winning contracts without a clear rationale or justification. Identify instances where there is a lack of transparency or disclosure regarding payments or benefits being received by a third party, such as a sales agent or consultant. Monitor for situations where there is a close personal relationship between a company or individual and a vendor or service provider, which could indicate that favours are being exchanged. Identify instances where there is a lack of competition or a limited pool of vendors or service providers, which could be a sign that kickbacks are being paid to secure business. Pay attention to rumours or reports of unethical or illegal practices in the industry or among specific companies or individuals. And train employees to recognise the signs of kickbacks and report any suspicious activity or behaviour to compliance or legal departments. In conclusion, kickbacks present a serious threat to the integrity of business and governments alike. By understanding the nature of kickbacks and taking steps to prevent them, Organisations can help to ensure that they operate in a fair and transparent manner, benefiting both their stakeholders and broader society. Well, there you have it. What is a kickback? Why someone would accept a kickback? And the consequences of receiving a kickback. Please let us know in the comments section if you think kickbacks can be detrimental to your industry, or any other topics you would like us to cover in the future. We have now launched our very own courses for you to take a more in-depth look at a variety of subjects, such as Introduction to AML, Beneficial Ownership, and Customer Risk Rating, for example. So make sure you visit our website for further details, and let us help you connect the dots in KYC. Thank you for watching the video, and if you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe to watch more amazing videos.